Thousands of the books in the CCC Library collection are actually ebooks. You'll recognize them in the catalog by this little ebook logo here. And our ebooks are actually housed in two major collections that you may encounter, the Gale Virtual Reference Library and our ebook collection on EBSCO. Many of our major encyclopedias and other reference books are in the Gale Virtual Reference Library. Open the record, click on the full text link, and it will open in the Gale Virtual Reference Library. From here, you can search for a topic within the encyclopedia, or you can browse the contents or the index the way you would with the hard copy version. For more details, see our video on the Gale Virtual Reference Library. But by far, most of the ebooks in our collection are housed and viewed in a collection we have with the vendor EBSCO. We can open the record and click on the full text link, or right from the results list, you can click on the website link, and that will take you into the EBSCO viewer. Now I'm going to come back to the result list for a minute because I wanted to point out that the catalog also shows a website link for items that are regular books instead of ebooks. When there's a website link for a hard copy book, that link will take you to some additional information about the book provided by the publisher. Okay, back to the EBSCO viewer for our ebook. Now this screen may look familiar if you have used any of the article indexes that we buy from EBSCO, such as Academic Search Premier, but this is a different product. We're using the EBSCO software to access our ebooks. Notice that you could do a new search from here if you like, but when you do, you'll be searching just the ebooks. It won't find articles, and it won't find our print books and other materials. And in case you're wondering, this odd number that it sticks in there is just the exception number that EBSCO uses to identify individual ebooks. Here are a few things to notice about using the book. First, when you've opened a book from the catalog, this list of most relevant pages from this book is nonsense. See how it's highlighted the "an" as a search term? That's because of this accession number it stuck in the search box. This is ridiculous, but there it is. Close the silly things and get them out of your way. Now the table of contents that it shows is a nice feature. For some reason, in many of the books this doesn't open automatically, so if it doesn't, there will be a little plus sign there. Just open that up and you'll see all the contents. Clicking on any chapter will take you to that part of the book in the full text view, and then you'll still have the table of contents open over on the side frame. Search engines always give you several ways to do something, so alternatively, from this detailed record view, I can click on the ebook full text to open the book, and again the contents page appears over on the left frame. Now the main problem you'll probably encounter with this program is just trying to get the page to show up in a way that's easy to read. The books in our ebook collection actually come in two formats, and each of them presents its own problems for the reader. Most of the ebooks are like this one. The page appears on the screen vertically, like a printed book. By default, the page is displayed in what they call fit page width view. That's this icon here, and that means you'll have to scroll down to read the rest of the text. You can switch that to the fit page view, and that will show the whole page, but then it's pretty small print for reading on the computer. The best I can suggest is to use the full screen view, and then also make sure your browser itself is at maximum. If that doesn't do the job for you, just go back to the regular view and either use the fit page width or the fit page plus using the zoom features here to get it to a readable size, and then just go ahead and use your scroll bars. In any case, to go on to the next page, we use these arrows to page backwards and forwards in the book. Over on the right side of the viewer, there's a number of tools that can be very helpful. One really nice feature in the EBSCO viewer is that you can print multiple pages at a time. You can print either the page you were looking at, or you can print that page plus the next whatever number you would like, or you can print just the chapter up to the print limit for that particular item, and the print limit is generally set at 60 pages. Make your choice, click the Print PDF, then tell it to open the file. That makes the section pop up in Adobe, and use the icon within the Adobe Reader to print from here. When you finish printing, you may run into a glitch that makes the frame go blank. If so, using the arrows will restore it. Other useful tools over here are the Search tool. This lets us search throughout the whole text. and it shows us where our term occurs in the text. And then we can just click into those various pages. You can add notes for yourself with this icon. If you want to use this feature, you'll need to make yourself an account so that you can store your notes. There's a dictionary attached to the program if you need to look up a word. Along with printing, you can email a page, a few pages, or a chapter to yourself in the PDF format. You can stick several books into a folder and handle the items together. One of the more important icons for students is this yellow page, the Cite icon. Click it and EBSCO will take a shot at producing a bibliographic citation to the book in a variety of formats. MLA format is down here. It probably won't get it quite right, but it will be close. This export is for if you are using some kind of bibliographic software program yourself. And finally, the permalink is what you would use if you want to paste a link somewhere so that you can easily get back to the item later, or maybe if you want to send a link to someone in an email or in your online course. A fair number of our books are in a different format, and when you open these up, they'll look like this. What's happening here is the text is being positioned more horizontally. If we switch to page view, you can see that they're only using about the top third or so of a page. If you try to print these, the print will be tiny, and I haven't found any way around that problem. On the other hand, if you view these at full screen with your browser at maximum, they're easy to read and page through without having to scroll. Then toggle the full screen icon to get the table of contents or the tool icons back. And that's some nuts and bolts of using our ebook collection. If you're having any trouble with it, please be sure to ask your librarian.